Oh, cool. The timing.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Justin Burke. I'm a singer-songwriter and vocal coach. And guess who's here with me?
Howdy.
The one and only Peyton Peterson, aka the genius. We are about to react to part 2 of BTS's MMA 2019 performance. You all requested this like crazy.
Yeah,
Peyton
it was like the number
Instagram
one.
was blowing up.
You guys were messaging me on Instagram, like I'm like getting all these messages. I'm like, what is going on? And people are like, react to 2019 MMA. I'm like, what?
We're about to get into this. If you are new and you want to learn how to sing, though, I'd love to be your vocal coach. Make sure that you take my free 15-minute lesson. I tell you to pause it right now, but I know you're not going to because Peyton's here and you're going to want to see this. But either at the end of this video or at some point, take that free 15-minute lesson because it will improve your voice. You can speak, you can sing, and I want to show you that. And you might not believe me. You might think I'm just saying what you want to hear just so you'll go to a website or something. But no, that's not the case at all. I really want you to see that you can improve
The proof is
your
in the
voice.
pudding, dude. Like, you've released all these tracks with these huge vocal ranges that I'm just like, what in the world? You even just released one recently that sounds really great. And like, just listen to his voice, guys. Like, it's like smooth like butter. I'm so jealous.
Man. Let's go ahead and get into this, and yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
You ready?
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, this is my jam.
Is that like a diner in the background? What is that?
I'm a sucker for a good pop tune.
Ooh. They're doing crowd chants. Well, they have such a massive stage to be on.
I know, right?
Whoa, is he like singing really high? Oh. Maybe it's just backing vocals?
Yeah, so that's amazing right there too. Just so you like that transition to be able to do those moves, and there's not a backing vocal in there. That's his live vocal. To be able to do those kind of dance moves, a lot better than this. But to be able to move like that and transition from head voice into mixed voice into like a mid-range chest voice, very difficult to be able to keep that kind of like breath support to be able to make that transition down, staying right on pitch. That was incredible. So I give Jim and props.
I want to see that
there.
camera move again. That was interesting. I feel like maybe it was a steady cam that was up high. This next shot after this tracking shot. Boom. So that's interesting. So it's up high with the push, come back out. Yeah. Okay. So this steady cam.
So
but it was up higher. So it might have been a steady cam up with an extended post that allows you to be up just a little bit higher. Because you noticed that it was kind of looking down a little bit instead of just being at eye level or a little bit below. So he could have possibly had a taller rig to that.
So like an extension.
Yeah, exactly. So it kind of gives you a little bit cooler shots.
And if you don't know what a Steadicam is, he's one of the only one of 150 certified operators or whatever. But it's this massive like. How much does it weigh? I don't know how to explain it. How much does it weigh?
Well, it depends on what camera you have on it. But without the camera, it's like 30 pounds or so. And then you put a camera on it, and it can be 40, 50, 60, 80, 90, 110. If you're doing a 3D rig with 2 cameras, and you're like 110, 120 pounds.
Imagine you're holding 110, that you're like jumping around.
It's strapped to your body, though. So it takes the load off your body through the arm into the sled. And so it distributes the load through your shoulders and your back and whatnot. So it makes it kind of bearable. It's still kind of heavy, but you just deal with it.
You deal with it.
It's just you're live and you don't think about it. It's a cool set. They have all these sliding panels. Like I'm starting like it's really neat that they're so tall, but they're also seem to be moving. So keeping track of that is its own madness in itself because you have all this video content on sliding walls. Well, what happens when this one goes in front of this one? And how's the video asset going to be generated where it actually will still look okay?
Because are those all individual video assets?
Well, I mean, what they're going to be using software to break down which panel is seeing which. There's different programs out there and software programs and hardware that's used for that. But that's its own madness in itself. Tracking positions of screens and things, that's an art form. I haven't seen enough of it to be able to identify exactly what they're doing, but it looks like they are doing some type of tracking and movement with some of that. What's he doing?
They're like pointing fingers at me.
Yeah, I know what he's doing. It's fun.
Love that.
Nice. It's a little pull out. Okay. And stops. Why'd they stop? That's weird. Okay. Oh, look at those feet moves.
I know. I love that dance move right there.
I like that. Can we go super wide?
You know what? I've decided to. We're gonna take dance classes one of these days.
Are we?
We are.
You're speaking for both of us?
I'm speaking for both of us. I decided for me.
Okay.
And now I'm deciding you're gonna come with me. Okay.
I am the least coordinated person you will ever meet.
So then you can actually, when you're holding your Steadicam, you can do the dances with people.
Yeah. Be up there disguised in as a dancer and then kind of duck out in the next shot. You know, when they come to the wide, be like, yeah, that's right.
You can do that thing with your feet holding the Steadicam.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, I know this song.
Oh yeah.
Is this their song?
Yeah. This is jam.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
It's great.
I'm not saying that because you guys would agree with me. I'm honestly I'm a sucker for a good pop song.
Yeah.
I remember back in high school I would bump around even some 1D.
Yeah, me too.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I'm like heading to like soccer practice and all these different things and intense training, and I got my windows down, rolling to like what's it called? One Thing or something.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like I like a good pop tune.
Yeah,
what can I say?
Wow. The set looks really nice. Just the screens, all the colors of the screens.
Huge stage.
Yeah. Wow, what a statement. Looks nice.
Okay, Jim. Very good.
Wow, so many screens. Okay, now they're moving up stage. Nice.
That's great energy.
Ooh, nice jib shot. Look at that. Looks good.
Love that harmony on that.
Ah, that does sound good. Did I see a circle on that stage? Does it rise up or something? We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. Wow. Every time they come to that shot, that's just an amazing... Isn't that cool?
That
every time he
looks so
moves,
good.
like every time he moves, they all... Watch this.
Oh, cool! The timing. Nice.
Boom, boom.
Wow. Are those set... That set just came down. That diagonal split.
What are you talking about?
That behind them, if you go back a little bit, I think it was slowly lowering down while they were singing here. See that triangle? Yeah, that triangle is coming down.
So all those things...
So that just hoisted down to the stage.
Oh, you just wait.
Wow.
You just wait.
Ooh. Lighting. Wow.
I love this song.
Yeah, this is great. Red mic. Green mic.
Okay, V.
Oh, look at that.
And I gotta give it to Jin. Jin is improved a lot, and these are live vocals. Okay, because you can hear the little small imperfections, which means it's a live vocal, which I give so much props, because it would be so easy and it would almost be justifiable if you just lip synced.
Sure. Yeah.
Or had like a crazy loud backtrack, because of everything that's going on. And everybody that's involved in that, it's like one of those DJ sets where it's like, of course the DJ could DJ, but it's going to be pre-mixed because of everything that's happening, like an EDC.
Yeah, all they can do is just throw a little EQ and like do a low pass, high pass, and that's about all they do in most of those places. Or a little bit of scratching on another deck that doesn't mess up the master deck that's playing, because as soon as you get out of timecode sync, the whole show's messed up.
The whole show's messed up. You have so many people like relying on that, and so that's why I'm saying like it would be justifiable with everything they're doing to just have a loud backtrack of the lead vocals. But the fact that he's singing that live and raw, I give a ton of props.
Yeah, they're true performers. Very talented. Oh wow!
I like that mic.
Camera.
The mic matches his in-ears.
Oh, did it?
Yes.
Did it really? I didn't notice that.
The mic matches his in-ears.
What if they're all like that? Hey, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see
the
that?
little things, man.
I know.
How'd they get that shot? Where'd that camera come from? It's like right in the back.
Oh, I saw it.
It was over there.
Yeah.
Ooh, a little confetti. Oh, that was cool. Did he throw a rose and did they blow rose out to the audience?
Yep.
That's neat. Wow. Huh. Ooh, that's a cool kick. Again, they knew to do that from the camera shot. Amazing.
Beautiful ad-lib from uncut.
So this whole thing is like 30 minutes long, right?
37 minutes and 7 seconds.
I'm actually I'm blown away that the cam ops can remember all of these little nuances. Because there's been so many of them, and they've been hitting them like nonstop.
Yeah.
So that is extremely impressive. A lot of cam ops will have a shot list that they'll write down notes to remember what they need to do next, like foot kick, right side, you know, and they'll be following along through that to kind of help them. But some of them may just know this song pretty well and know some of the choreography because it's rehearsed and have an idea on what their shots are. But man, and them taking those camera shots right at those moments, it still is blowing me away. I mean, even from the past videos I've seen, this is still continuing to blow me away. So,
where they just hit everything on time, or with the kick, they're zooming in with the kick.
Yeah, the timings of all these moves have been really great.
Yeah.
Man, the lighting and again, it just looks so high production value with all this movement and visuals everywhere. It looks so full, the stage.
I know.
Even though it's mainly screens, it looks so
all the things
so
that
busy.
are happening back there.
Yeah.
And back to this. Okay, so what does this mean?
Yeah, I'm sure they commented in the first video, and we have to go read it and see what they...
I'm sure.
Yeah, at this point.
That's true, because we're filming this before... Yeah. Okay, so we will know.
Yeah, we'll know what this is.
But as of now, we don't.
So they've ended the first song and now the second song with this gesture. But, hey, interestingly enough, their love was the word behind them. Do you think this is an L for love
I think
or
it
something?
could be a love.
Who knows?
Yeah.
We're just guessing. Maybe we're incorrect. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Never know. Who
Yeah.
knows? So what'd you think?
Definitely coming along. It looks really, really nice.
Okay.
Trying to think if there's...
So it's not a fire with trapeze guys quite yet.
So
is it because you're probably thinking about the fire?
I was just blown away by fire. Like that show, that performance was pretty significantly cool. And not saying this isn't cool. I'm just saying like it is impressive, and I really am enjoying the timings of the camera shots and the visuals and the amount of moving parts going on. And I think that because they're so polished that there's less things for me to nitpick on. Like the other one, I was like, oh, the lighting didn't come up in time, so I had a lot of comments on things like that because there's some little rough edges that I was picking, or things that I was picking up on that I hadn't picked up on this, because it seems to be a very smooth, polished product so far. There hasn't been a lot that I can comment on this.
I think the thing that I'm surprised about a little bit was how like the yellow tape or the green tape.
Oh, the green tape on the stage.
How obvious that was.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice it. But I'm surprised that they would have something that obvious.
Sure. Well, again, it's only obvious from that shot.
Yeah.
And the primary use of it is for the talent on stage to identify. It has to be either green or orange.
Yeah.
They don't really use yellow usually. Those are the two bright colors that they'll use for their marks.
Yeah.
And there will actually be quite a few more marks than that on stages. And if you ever go to a stage,
I mean, I've done plenty where you have where the spotlight's coming in and you're walking up on stage, and so you have like your little taped X.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's never been like a bright something. But then again, I've never had a trap door like
Justin Burke.
I know. Imagine missing the trap door. Imagine missing the trap door, or like barely being off to the side. And,
so many safety liabilities.
Boom.
One of the clients that I work for, big client, they have a trap door in one of their stages. I was gonna say the name, but I don't really want to say the name of it. They have a theater show they do, and they have two actors that get lowered into the pits when the trap doors go down. And they didn't hit the lady didn't hit her mark proper, and so it's coming down, and she's wearing like this dress, and she's supposed to be perfectly centered, and like it starts to push the dress up, like, and then she ends up getting knocked over and then falls into the hole.
And this is live.
Yeah, this is live. So they had to stop down the show, and like they took like a 5-minute break, and then she was okay, but that's because she didn't hit her mark perfectly, and you got to hit your mark perfectly. So this is for a big company too. It's like this shouldn't happen, but it did. Not very far. It did. But it did. And so it happens, and that's why marks are extremely important, man. It's the little things.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you are new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And, of course, if you want to learn how to sing, you got to take the free lesson. You've got to take this free lesson. It will slightly improve your voice. It's going to get you excited. It's going to get you motivated to keep pursuing singing. So take it. I dare you. The link is in the description. It's a little video. I'm instructing it. You're going to enjoy it. So right now, before you move to the other video, just pause this. You can hit the pause button right now. It's okay. We're not going to say anything else valuable, really. I don't think.
Who knows? Yeah.
Who knows?
So the meaning of life. Oh, you paused it.
Oh. I was like, Peyton, tell me, please.
Oh, I would love to know.
Please. Tons of love. Make sure to take that free lesson, and we will see you in part 3. And follow Peyton on Instagram.
Yeah. I think they did like a right angle.
Oh, part 3.
I don't know. Oh, 3. Yes, that one. Now we're 3. I was doing this thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
See you guys.
Every day, 'cause, ooh, it's the way you look tonight, I'm mesmerized. Ooh, it's the way you've captured time, I'm mesmerized. It's the way